So boy, where to begin? I just finished up day 17 in the Dominican Republic, and I thought I'd give you a quick recap of basically all of what I had to deal with setting up a bank account down in the Dominican. It was quite interesting, to say the least. I didn't want to travel with a lot of pesos down there or dollars because I, just didn't want to get robbed, have all my things in my wallet stolen. Obviously some of the places I stay at don't necessarily have a safe in the room, so I really wanted to have ability to basically, I guess, just keep money down there, so I don't have to transfer all the time, and I don't have to worry about things getting stolen. That's realistically what it was. But Adam was down there and helped translate for me, and that was a process. Quite a big process, actually, because we hadn't been through the process. I looked online about getting somebody to set the account up for me, and it was close to, boy, I think it was close to like $5,000 or so, just to have somebody come down and set up the account. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they will actually complete, sorry, just cars and stuff like that out here, just kind of watching. That doesn't necessarily mean that things will actually be completed to your satisfaction. So I thought, well, while we're down there, let's get this done. It was on my action item list for almost 2 years to get this completed. And so I actually got her done. We got down there. First thing we did in the morning is we went down there, went to a couple different banks to find out all the different things. Different banks, different branches require different things to actually set up an account. And even those branches can be different based upon who's working. So we went to one of the banks, and I'm not going to actually tell you which bank it is. I'm not that stupid. I thought, let's go ahead and let's go over here. Met with them. They said, well, you need like 17 things, and I'm like, no. So then we went over across the street, found out what some of the things that they needed. They needed one thing that I didn't have, and that was a letter from a Dominican that I am of good reference, and some of the other things that their website says that I need, they don't even care about. Very, very typical of Dominicans yeah, nothing standardized, anything, which was pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to kind of watch my time because I only got about 3 minutes left before all of my storage on my phone is out. We went and talked to him, sat down, got a number, whatever, had time, went over to the business people. They gave us all the list. We said we could be back and asked if we could do it today. They said, yeah, no problem. We told them to come back in a couple hours. We went and did a whole bunch of other stuff, went and toured with some realtors. We came back around, I think it was approximately probably 2 o'clock. We get there, we tell them we want a checking and savings. We sit down, and the person that we talked to originally wasn't there anymore. Nobody seemed to know where he was, which didn't make any sense to us. The new person, she was setting it up. She seemed agitated when the printer quit because the power went off about 3 or 4 times. The computer stayed up and running, but the computer or the printers were not on battery backup because obviously it's too much juice for stuff like that to maintain. So the printer, every time she wanted to print something, of course the electric would go off and it would jam, and you could tell that she was getting agitated. She got all the stuff set up for the checking account, and we surprise that boy, it was I guess I don't know how else to say this. She pushed us off. We asked how long it was going to take to set up the savings account. She says, oh, no problem, just a few minutes. And I've read this many times, and that sometimes they will just, if they get agitated, they'll just, it's no problem. They don't want stress for them. So she pushed us back in line, and then after we were sitting there for a while, the front desk person or the customer service person or whatever that greeted us in the bank, she told us to get a number, and she just disappeared. Absolutely disappeared. She went on siesta. Just went on siesta. So there for a while, we were there for a little bit. An Italian expat comes in and marches right over to the manager's office and shakes his hand. He then proceeds to go right to a business center and sit down. And immediately, there is a business person to help him. He walks right in, walks in front of all these other people, and proceeds to get stuff done, and somebody helps him right away. I have read this, that if you were in VIP, that makes it happen. So we ended up nonetheless, I said, Adam, let's try this. Let's go in the manager, let's explain the situation, be firm, and say, we don't have time, we're very important, we must get done with this in the next couple minutes. We do the same thing, goes in, we shake the hand of the manager, we sit there for a while, kind of stare at him, he has nothing to do, and he then turns around, calls people, the front desk person escorts us out there, and we have two people all of a sudden sit down, and we are immediately helped to get the account set up. Very interesting process, and I hope it will be helpful for you.